Hey guys, how's it going? It's a busy Saturday. We're at hockey, waiting for baby scraps to finish taking a book. I decided not to play today. I'm not feeling that great, guys. But did want to do some algorithms. Heard from some people today, and I wanted to talk about you know, NBA, college basketball. There's only one game that was, I guess, remaining to start. It's the Gonzaga game, so I just figured I would prepare the algorithms as fast as I could today and get something out. It says Gonzaga wins this game. Underdog. How about that against UConn? It says they win 84-82. So we'll see how that goes. I know yesterday was a reasonable day. I think San Diego State did upset Alabama, probably due to their injuries here. And the only one that lost was what? Houston? Houston lost to Miami. And then I think Creighton won. I think Texas won. So it was a pretty reasonable day yesterday. So we'll see how the tournament goes. I haven't checked in on the other games that happened today. I think there was another one, but I'm not sure. NBA, I think also we hit the underdog yesterday. But I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention to sports, guys. There's too many other things going on in my life. I'm really not going to be able to focus on this very much, but I will be able to prepare the algorithms in the morning and get them out to those who need them. Um, as for NBA, looks like we have an underdog of the Jazz, but they're injured. Oh yeah, the Nets over the Heat. Wow, it's a pretty big underdog on top here at 188. Bucks a little more injured than the Nuggets. A lot of wow. There's three out of these. Sorry, all four of these games are underdogs. Wow. So it says every underdog Sixers over the Suns plus 125. Every single game it has underdog, but watch out for the injuries on the Jazz, especially because they're hurting. So that's why they're plus 340. Pelicans over the Clippers. Amazing. So a lot of underdogs there. Let's go to baseball. So baseball is where I have been, spending all this time. And you can see there's a lot of different pitchers in double A and triple A and stuff that I had to add today. We've got like another 5 days, I think, before opening day. Been doing a lot of work on the rosters, and I want to keep showing how to update this file and run the macro every day. Because I actually removed the subscription for the entire month of April. I'm not going to be able to provide this every day in April. There's just too many other outstanding issues going on, and I will not be able to do it. So I will just be able to issue the one copy. Whenever you buy it, I'll probably try to prepare that day's version for you, or I'm going to give you a version from the previous day or whenever I've done it, and then point you to these video tutorials to get this done because it's just, or I'll point you to Carlos who'll be doing this every day and he'll send you a snapshot. That's the other way you can handle this if you don't want to work with the Excel and you want to have someone send you a snapshot every day. Carlos is really good about that, and he'll send you multiple snapshots throughout the day as pitchers are adjusted and lineups are finalized and stuff. But I want to talk about the macro and how this macro works because that's a new addition this year and it is going to be really helpful. So after you get all the pitchers properly in here and the lineups in here, what you need to do is you need to clear out the testing cubes. There's nothing in this testing cube. And then you just go to view macro, and you run the test 25 macro. And when you run that, it's going to create 25 different instances of all the different combinations that we have of all the different variables. It's going to stack them in the testing cube. And what that does is it kind of gets us a look at a bunch of different distributions to see, well, how all those distributions have done for the day, and also the ranking that it puts all the teams in. And that's what the rest of this video is going to be about when the macro finishes. So I'm going to show you how you browse through the browse testing cube to figure out essentially what the algorithm's mix of distributions say is the most reliable picks for the day and in what order they appear. So it should be done in a second. Really doesn't take that long. I can also show you how to add code into the macro to add more combinations than 25. I've set it at 25 right now, but you could add hundreds in here. All right, so now you go to the browse testing cube and you just refresh. Oh gosh, did I change the range? Actually, I might have screwed up. There's not 17 games in here, is there? Yeah, there's only 15 games. Actually, you need to change the range. Sorry. So there's a range in here called A cube. Oh yeah, we need to add to. Sorry, this is a great point. I actually don't have all the games in here. So there's 17 games today, and I'm gonna change the cube size to, I guess, like 18 or 19 games because there can be rainouts and double headers. So this is an important thing to note is we need to add some more slots. It's really easy to add them. Just pull them down. Let's go down to about there. So we're in the cube. That looks pretty good. It's going to give us 19 games. That should be enough. So today's date is 3/25. We're going to redo this, show you how to get this correct. So the date is the 25th. Could just make this thing a formula that says today, but then you wouldn't be able to run it for tomorrow. So I may as well just, you just type in the date here in column H, okay, right here. Now the A cube range, which is called A cube, this thing needs to be the full size. So we're just going to go in and we're going to change this to row 39. You do this by formulas, name manager, A cube, and just put 39 here, check marked. And now when you highlight the A cube range, you'll see that it is the full size of this. This will now work. So now let's go and rerun all this so that we get the full games. Here's how you do this again. I know we're wasting video time, but that's okay. It's really neat. So we're clearing out the testing cube, right? Just cleared all the contents here. Now, when we go to pivot browse sheet, this is where just a natural look of how the day is already going right now with all 17 games, how it appears with combination string number. I think this is combination number 1. Where does it say the combination number? Doesn't show the combination number up here. Why is that? Thought I had a string for this. How does it know what combination string this is? Matchups Q1. Well, the combination string is showing in the data cube, I guess. I know we're bouncing around right now. It's combo 25, but generally we've got the combination string. Where is the combination string? Oh yeah, it's right here. This is where our combination string is. So in the matchup sheet, you adjust the combination string right here in cell Y1. Now you look at the pivot browse sheet, and this is combination number 1, and it shows you what the order of things would be. A lot of these games are already done, and we have 3 wins out of the top. Well, really, this other game is to be determined. This Houston game hasn't finished yet. So we've got 3 wins up top, then some losses, all with combination string 1. But we want to test all combination strings. So we've cleared out our testing cube. So let's go and run our macro again. Macro, test, run. And this time it's going to run, it's going to get all 17 games for the day in here. And then we will check to see what all those combinations are doing for the day and also which teams, really what I want to show you when we get to the end of this video is which teams it had the highest confidence would win today, which games. That's what we're going to adjust the browse testing cube pivot to show. As we get this done here in a second. So it's going to involve manipulating the browse testing cube a little bit, but that's okay. You can really do anything with it. All right, so it looks like we got everything in here. It's looking pretty good. We now have 17 games in here. Okay. So combination string 1 so far today is 5 and 4 with a lot of games still to be determined. Combination string 2 is 4 and 5. Yet you still have some wins up top here, which is nice. Combination string 3. Notice these games that are above 22% margin are doing well so far today. Combination string 4, combination string 5, combination string 6. Just start to get a look. Now, these are combination strings are not that far apart from each other. I kind of set up different ranges for different variables, but I kept the ranges within a pretty reasonable fluctuation zone. So I knew that we care about pitcher win percentage and we care about lineup factor. So I made the ranges of lineup factor between 0.25 and 0.49. Like I didn't make lineup factor ever worth only 5% or 10%. It's at least 25% to 49% because I know it needs to be a factor that we care about. So that's why there's only kind of slight variations. Although this is, I mean, this is a broader variation here in number 12. But I wanted to do this just because as we're going to evolve throughout the season and test this every day, we're going to be able to figure out which percentages we want to focus on here. All right. So I was saying, well, how do we know which team it would have picked confidence wise? Watch this. So we're going to open up every combination and we are going to now move team over to where combo is. Okay, so you can do this in a couple different ways. You can do it in the field list. We're going to grab team, which is down here in the field list in the row labels. We're going to move it above combo number. And now what's doing is it's showing you, let's see how we would adjust this to really get a look. Reverse, it's projected. Interesting. Okay. This does this with runs projected. So check this out. So when you collapse this field and you look at all the teams in this order, I guess, is this the average margin? I think this might be the best way to look at this. Huh. Right now it's, yeah, I think that would work because this is what the sum of all margins. Let's see. This is going to be an average. Perfect. Perfect. So that's an average margin. So that would, okay. So this would do it. Basically what you do now is you go more sort options and you do descending by margin and you're going to get the highest average margin on top. So this is the confidence interval, all right? So when we shrink this down, this is basically what it's saying. It's saying of all the picks in all the games, Tampa Bay was the most reliable pick today because the average margin of all these combinations is 48% somehow. Then Houston, then the Mets, then Toronto. How did those teams do today? Can check by opening them up. Why is win in pink? Win should not be in pink. Win should be in green. Why is that? Let's look. Conditional formatting. Loss should be in pink and win should be in green. So why is win in pink? It's weird. Oh, because it's also a duplicate value. Ha. Let's get rid of that. And then this is how you mess around with conditional formatting rules. Yeah, I think this works. So really this is GG that should be win and loss, not FF. So you can highlight this, do this, apply. This should be GG. There we go. It's better. So Tampa Bay did win, I guess, today. And they were the #1 pick on there. What about the next one? Just Houston. Hasn't happened yet. Next one, Mets. Hasn't happened yet. Next one, Toronto. Hasn't happened yet. Next one, Atlanta. They won. All right, this is cool. All right, if you kind of understood there you have a loss. So this one down here at 22%, this one's a loss. But this is how you would quickly do that, is you would just sort this descending by average margin, and it is going to put the most reliable teams on top. Yeah, that will do that. So we'll back up and we'll put this back in the original format where we have this by combination string. But this pivot is totally manipulatable and you can get it to look however you want. And I'll probably set up multiple pivots for easy browsing so that you don't have to do this every single time. Because you do want this by combo number. because we're going to end up having the best combo numbers to look at, even though you can take a sample of many combo numbers. As you see, generally, you're going to want to look at it in something like this order. And we're going to be like, oh, I think it was combo number 19 yesterday or 2 days ago. That was really good. This is what combo 19 looks like today. Winning a couple games up top. So anyway, you can see there's a lot going on in baseball, and that's where the focus will be over the next week or two here as I really try to get everybody rolling on baseball. If you complain that the file's too expensive for $100 for one version, well, complain all you want. Like there's a million things going on in this file. And if you really want to focus, if you don't want to focus on baseball every day, it's not for you. Yeah, it's too expensive. If you want to focus on baseball every day and get advanced intelligence on who to wager on, then, just pay for this and I'll answer some questions on it, but I'm not going to be doing it all summer. As a matter of fact, I'm not even wagering anymore. I've moved on from wagering and I'm focusing on other things in my life completely. So that's kind of why you're not seeing as much focus on sports right now. So, all right, guys, that's good. That's it. Good luck. Hope your picks win today and hope they continue to be winning. See ya.